Snap your fingers. We got up fairly early because we have over an hour drive ahead of us.
We are heading to the Gibson Steps and the most notable aspects of the Great Ocean Road. We're really looking forward to all the cliffs and beautiful scenery ahead. On the Gibson Steps, and it took us about an hour and 15 minutes from our hotel.
Now, this was a great drive, I would say, because this whole trip along the Great Ocean Road, we have been along the ocean. But this drive, we went through rainforest, we went through the mountains, we went through fields with tons of sheep frolicking and jumping all over the place. It was really relaxing, enjoyable.
We kept our eyes out for any more koalas, but we haven't spotted any. So hopefully by the end of today, we can find some more koalas.
Everything in Australia wants to kill you. We have made it to the 12 Apostles.
And from the looks of it, this view is going to be amazing. We kind of saw a little glimpse of it on the drive over here.
Now, the 12 Apostles, there's only about 8 of them right now just because of erosion. The waves are very strong and they create caves inside of the structures, and then those eventually collapse.
Either way, it'll be worth it. He's always being a photographer to all the tourists everywhere we go. He will take like 1,000 burst pictures. I love it, so cute.
That's where we're heading next.
Second stop of the day, and I've already taken several hundred pictures because everywhere you look is picture perfect. The weather and everything is absolutely perfect today.
Usually before we go to a major attraction, we like to look at some videos to see kind of what we're getting ourselves into.
But you can't even imagine how incredible this place is. Now we're at Loch Ard Gorge.
One of the great things about this area is there are all these scenic lookouts like every 300 meters. So we literally drove like a minute from the 12 Apostles to get to this spot as well. Now, one of the funny things about our travels is we have pretty much hit everywhere on low season.
We're like the low season travelers.
Now, the reason for this is because like when we arrived in Asia, we went there in the middle of monsoon season. Now, sometimes that can get us rained out and can really ruin some of the places we try to go to. But then other times, we end up in a place like this with almost no one around. And look, the weather is great. We've got blue skies, hardly any clouds, The wind is a little high, so even if I wanted to fly the drone, I couldn't, but they don't allow drones here anyways.
When we picked up the rental car, the guy actually told us, like, be careful because usually there's just a line of cars when you go on the Great Ocean Road. We haven't had that at all. We've actually had the road nearly to ourselves.
And some of the places that we're going to, like some of the waterfalls, no one's going to anyways, so it just makes for a personalized experience. Fun. There was some pretty big waves that came in. Amanda was trying to get some pictures up on this really big rock that was a good 20 meters off the regular part of the beach, and this huge wave came up way farther than any of the others, and like 20-30 people just got soaked, and we were just out of range. Heading to the arch to take a look at another lookout, and we just stopped at Port Campbell for just a few minutes. We wanted to run in there and grab just a quick bite to eat, and we ended up at a little cafe called Lord's Cafe. They had the best meat pies ever. We wanted to be quick, so we didn't bring the camera, but we wish we would have. A meat pie is just a pastry with some gravy and some meat on the inside. I got the curry, so it had an extra curry flavor to it. Amanda got the bacon and beef meat pie, and so she had some bacon crumbs sprinkled over the top. It was really good, and it was super cheap too. It was only $5 Australian, so very affordable. But now we're heading to the arch.
Eric and I have noticed a trend where people have been placing random locks on bridges. We just saw one right here on the viewpoint, and it's really cute because I know they're trying to start like a love lock, but it doesn't seem to be catching on.
That was the arch, as you could see by the formation. There's a lot of really big, powerful waves that are just crashing into that so freaking hard. I mean, you could see the swells from way out just getting really big, and then they would hit it just with so much force. Next, we're going to head to the London Bridge. It used to be an arch as well, but it collapsed, I think, in 2005, but it still looks spectacular. When it collapsed, there was actually 2 tourists that were on it, and they were trapped for hours while they had to wait for a helicopter rescue team. Trying to find your car when it's not your car and you're not used to it and only kind of know what it looks like in a giant parking lot. Can be difficult. I'm just gonna keep clicking this until we get close enough.
And it's going to be our last stop of the day.
We have already filmed so much stuff, and there is no possible way we are going to be able to fit all that we have left to do as well in one video. So we're just going to stop it here and then pick it back up tomorrow.
See you around the world, guys.
Bye.
Bye.